Camera 5. Camera 7, tilt up. Ready? Roll green. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by the lights. Camera.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's Giorgio, your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, and this is the second time that I recorded this intro. But I am back with another wrestling review for you guys, and I wasn't expecting to do this, which was a review of Monday Night Raw, July 29th, 2019. It's currently 11 o'clock at night as I'm recording this. You know, and I might stutter over some words because this episode of Raw was extreme, no pun intended. I know Paul Heyman will be glad to hear that. And speaking of Paul Heyman, you could tell that this Monday Night Raw had his fingerprints all over it. You know, it started off a little, you know, comedy relief like, you know, with the 24/7 title, you know, which was, you know, R-Truth. He was teaming up with Carmelo in a mixed tag match against Drake Maverick and his wife. And, you know, it was what it was, you know. But I ain't even gonna. I mean, yeah, that was funny and all, but that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about the crazy, brutal beatdown that Brock Lesnar he gave Seth Rollins on this episode of Raw. I'm telling you, man, just when you thought Brock Lesnar was done, he kept doing more vicious attacks to Seth Rollins. You know, this Raw told a good story, and they did a really good job of getting us interested in this match, because if we're all being honest, none of us wanted to see Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins again. But if you can do really good storytelling, you can get fans interested in seeing you know, this matchup, you know. So yeah, you know, they had the matchup with you know, Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins, and it was okay, you know. It was doing its job of setting us up for this big moment. And of course, you know, when just as you know, Dolph Ziggler was outside the ring, Brock Lesnar music hits, and Seth Rollins was like, oh shit, it's about to get real, you know. And so what happened was Dolph Ziggler held down you know, Seth Rollins' legs, so when Brock Lesnar got in the ring, he just went off on Seth Rollins, man, and a brutal attack, you know, hit him with multiple suplexes, you name it, you know. He really brought the pain, you know, to Seth Rollins in this segment. And so from there, you know, they managed to get, you know, Brock Lesnar, he slaying Seth Rollins outside the ring. He threw him into the barricades, and, you know, he hit him with another suplex on the outside of the ring, then another L5. And, you know, just when you thought that Brock Lesnar was done, he hits L5 on Seth Rollins, and he throws him ribs first into the it was like this LED term ring post type of thing that WWE has, and yeah, it was very challenging trying to describe what that thing is, but they've been using it for about 2 or 3 years now. But yeah, that really fucked up Seth Rollins' ribs there. And you know, from there, Brock Lesnar threw him into the ring. He got a steel chair and he viciously hit Seth Rollins in the back with it. And then from there, you know, just when you thought it was just too much, he L5s Seth Rollins on his ribs onto the edge of that steel chair, as you can see right there in the screenshot right here. And then from there, you know, they had the scene where they went to the back, and then Brock Lesnar L5 Seth Rollins on that structure, and look how he just threw him on there. You know, that was just sick, you know. And wow. And then, you know, Brock Lesnar, he just He was basically the Incredible Hulk on this episode. That's why I said this episode of Raw was extreme. You know, we was not expecting this, and I like that. And you know, another thing that really pissed me off was, you know, as soon as all of this was happening, I went on Twitter to kind of see what the fans were saying, because I love reading people's thoughts on the show, and you know, seeing what everyone thinks. And you know what, people still have the audacity to complain about that segment, saying, oh, Brock Lesnar should be fine, or they shouldn't have done this, you know, when these are the same people who have been asking for an edgier product, who have been asking for, you know, WWE to have better storytelling, and, you know, giving us something to look forward to, giving us something to be excited about. And they give us this with this segment with Brock Lesnar viciously attacking Seth Rollins. And you know what? I think they did the right thing, because they got fans talking. They got fans wanting to come and pay to see this matchup, wanting to buy tickets to SummerSlam to see what's going to happen. And most importantly, they got fans wanting to tune in to the next episode of Raw to see what's going to happen. Is there going to be any whatever the fuck that word is, repercussions for you know, Brock Lesnar actions? Should he be fine in storyline? Yes, you know, but I liked it. And also, I've been hearing, and I'm sure those of you who've been following a lot of wrestling news and a lot of these you know, interviews and stuff that's been going on, you may have heard about Seth Rollins bashing the fans because we have not been happy with what's been going on with the show in recent weeks and months. And he had the audacity, because we are critiquing the product, we're critiquing something that we spend our hard-earned money in our free time on, and he has the nerve to attack the fans because we have a difference of opinion, instead of saying, okay, I can see where you all are coming from. Instead, he wants to you know, be this corporate person, and you know, he wants to attack the fans, the people that have supported him. So in a way, he kind of got what he deserved in this segment. In a way, I have to say, you know, he hasn't been the most redeeming, he hasn't been the most kind when it comes towards the, you know, WWE fans, you know, in the past, you know, couple of weeks now. And so, you know, this was justified. But will Seth Rollins get his revenge on Brock Lesnar? I will believe so, and I will believe that this is going to set up a big, you know, kind of thing, you know, and he's going to come back and try to attack, you know, Brock Lesnar at some point, if we even see Seth Rollins back. And I apologize if I use the word, you know, a lot. It's the only way that I can try to emotionally convey how awesome, you know, this episode, this segment was, you know. And I would love to know what you all think of this. If you haven't, go and look it up on YouTube. Go on the WWE YouTube channel, or better yet, just type in Brock Lesnar brutally attacking Seth Rollins, and you will see it, you know. And you won't be disappointed, I can guarantee you that. But yeah, you wrestling fans out there, you know, you guys gotta stop complaining when you finally get what you want and you still bitching, you know. To me, that kind of reminds me of what's going on in the political world, the political climate today. You know, we give these people who want equal rights everything, and then they're still whining about something. So just stop it and enjoy it for what it is. But anyways, I have to talk about the other cool moment of this show, which was, you know, Gallows and Anderson winning the tag team titles. You know, I thought that was a really great thing to happen for Monday Night Raw. And these guys definitely needed something, because before this and before they got back with AJ Styles to form the OC, you know, the original club, you know, they had to, they was was in a very bad, position, a very bad spot, within the company, and we all thought maybe they was gonna leave, but they ended up re-signing with the WWE. So I'm really happy for Gallows and Anderson to get these belts, man. Now they can start establishing these guys as a really great tag team, and showing how dominant they can be. Gallows, he's this big tall dude. Anderson is very athletic. He can be a great heel. Then you got AJ being a great heel right now, and I really like where they're going with this, and so we can see some good things from these guys. Hopefully they'll keep the belts for a good amount of time because they need it. And of course, from there we had like a match with Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss. It was just a filler match, and basically what happened was Alexa pretended like she got hurt, which I could tell that this is gonna set up something, because they showed a footage earlier of Becky Lynch. She had attacked Natalya because they showed in the footage that Natalya was learning from Fit Finlay on how to counter the or how to get out of the disarmor armbar move that Becky Lynch uses. So of course Becky Lynch ended up attacking her, so one would have to think that Natalya was gonna get her revenge, and I would have had her get her revenge on tonight's show. And basically that's what happened. Alexa pretended like she got hurt. Then they had a match with Nikki Cross, I believe, or they had an altercation with Nikki Cross and Becky Lynch in the ring. And of course from there, of course, Alexa Bliss, she came back and she attacked Becky Lynch. And from out of nowhere, Natalya comes out there and puts a devastating sharpshooter on Becky Lynch, and she wouldn't let go. And so I really like the mean streak that we saw from Natalya here. And then as she was heading to the back and leaving the area, they had one of their announcers asked her, why was this gonna do to her friendship with Becky. And then of course Natalya said that she was gonna challenge Becky Lynch to a submission match, but she declines to ask her now because I guess of the disrespect. But so now we're gonna see I think we're gonna see a submission match between Natalya and Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title at SummerSlam. Now, is that match gonna be good? No. I mean, in a way, it really shouldn't even be a submission match because both women use submissions as their finisher. So it doesn't really make sense for them to even call it a submission match when they're gonna win with a submission anyway, depending on who wins. That part didn't make any sense. And another thing that didn't make any sense was Maria Kanellis winning the 24/7, and I think somebody's had basically wrote on Twitter that Kanellis is basically going to be like Brock Lesnar with the 24/7 title, where it's never going to be defended because she's pregnant. So they basically let a pregnant woman with the 24/7 title, and now she's gonna be out. So now she's not going to even be defending it as much. So the only way you can probably see someone beating her is, she said that you will have to come to one of her doctor's appointments while she's on the operating table or some crazy stuff. So this could turn out to be very cringeworthy if WWE is not careful with how they book this. I don't agree with that, But and of course, at the end of the Raw, end of Raw, we had like saw this crazy, segment where Roman Reigns got into it with Samoa Joe and the OC, and then the Usos came out there. We saw Cedric Alexander jump off the Raw Minitron, or the staging thing up there, and he jumped on everybody, and they just had this crazy brawl where the Usos and Roman Reigns and Cedric Alexander was managed to knock out all of the heels and stuff, and that was just really, really darn good, if I say so myself. This episode of Raw delivered, minus, the Maria thing and her emasculating her husband in these storyline right now. It's crazy. I don't agree with that. I feel like, but hey, it gives them something to do, and I don't hope WWE doesn't ruin the 24/7 thing, because I've grown to like it. But them doing it like this, it may or may not work out. I will hope that they do this right. Only time will tell. But this review has run on longer than I wanted it to. I wanted this video to at least be 10 minutes. It's 15. Hope you all don't mind it. I had to make sure that I, talk about stuff that really interests me, and really give my legit thoughts on it. But I'm curious to see what you all think of this, and I might even make me a wrestling t-shirt called, because I definitely said that a lot in this video, and I think it'll be a funny shirt to wear. So I'm gonna work on that, work on some t-shirts. But until next time, thank you all for watching. Also, Sergeant Slaughter, he followed me on Twitter. Ain't that something? But you can follow me on Twitter and at KOKen21. I'll put it in the description so you all can follow me there, and we can talk more there, because I like talking with you guys. But until next time, you all stay safe, be blessed, pray for the people who are affected by that crazy shooting. I'm sure you guys done heard about all of that. And just anybody that you know right now, or anyone that you see going through something, just pray, and until then, y'all, stay safe. I love you guys. See you next time.